What's good, y'all? I'm about to give you guys my 5-week breakdown and prediction of Naoya Inoue versus Nonito Donaire. It's happening this Monday, yeah, at around Tuesday actually, because in Japan this fight is scheduled a lot more differently than a Saturday. This fight happened 3 years ago in 2019. And it turned out to be a fight of the year. It definitely was my fight of the year when I first saw it, like back in the WBSS finals, which it took place on. So I made a prediction video for that fight as well, the first fight. And it kind of came out how I expected it to be. You know what I mean? I expected Donaire to go the distance with Inoue, but I didn't expect for it to be a very tough fight like that for Naoya, because Naoya has a lot of power. He's a good boxer at the same time, but when you're dealing with a guy like Donaire, he's a veteran at this point of his career, and he's a little tricky, man. Like if he catches you with his left hook, you could be in some serious trouble, man. And Inoue was taking some of those punches, but he was also weary, you know what I mean? Heck, he even got a broken eye socket, I think, from it. I don't know how severe it was, but I do remember that he had to get some surgery on it. So, and looking at this rematch, they've already had like several fights in between since then. Inoue has knocked out some of his opponents recently, and Donaire has had some better performances, against better opposition since fighting Inoue. Inoue hasn't fought any better opposition, than what Donaire fought recently. And recently he fought Nordin Ubali, and I didn't think that he would beat Ubali, but knocked him out in several rounds, man. Proved that he still has it at his age. The Naoya fight wasn't just like a overlooking performance, you know what I mean? It wasn't the last great performance of his career like that. So he's still got some in the tank, at least from what we've seen from that performance. And I think he had another fight after. I haven't been keeping up too much with the lower weights, but I'm slowly getting back into it again, man, because they provide a lot of entertaining fights. They provide a balance of speed, power, skill, all of it. But back to my point. Naoya hasn't fought like better opposition. He did try to fight Casimero, but Casimero has a lot of issues like going on with his boxing career, and a lot of issues like outside of boxing. Not gonna go too deep into it, but Naoya really did try to fight Casimero, and so did Donaire too. So none of them couldn't get that fight in the meantime. So that could have been a unification, but here we are, man. They're about to go into a unification right here. I don't even remember if their last fight was a unification. It was in the finals of the WBSS. I'm pretty sure it was. Trying to remember since then, but nah, I don't think it was. But now it is, I personally think that Donaire probably could have beaten Zolani Tete, man, Like if Zolani Tete had actually stayed in the tournament and wasn't injured or anything like that and fought Donaire in the semifinals, he probably would have knocked out Tete, in my opinion. But back then I probably would have a different opinion. I probably would have thought that Donaire was too old. But at this point, man, Donaire, he's a little tricky, you know what I mean, when you're trying to break down a fight, because his age, and then the fact that he's a very skilled fighter too, I gotta think about this one for a second, man, because he's not really been like sharpening his tools recently, but I think he does have the youth and the power and the motivation, depending on which fight it is, to execute his game plan. So I think he's definitely gonna be up for this fight against Donaire. So last time I said that it would go to distance, but this fight is a lot more closer than I thought, because Donaire, man, like if he still has enough like physically, then he could probably make an adjustment or a game plan against Naoya Inoue, and capitalize on some mistakes that he makes, you know, with his head movement, his defense, landing the left hook a lot more, while Naoya really needs to work on his boxing a lot more in this fight, instead of just going into a firefight like last time, you know what I mean? That's how he got that injury, you know? So who am I gonna pick in this fight? I think I'm gonna pick Naoya Inoue, you know, because I think Donaire, at this point of his career, he's about to fight a younger, well, a lot more seasoned Naoya Inoue, you know, and Naoya has a lot more experience, and his IQ has improved, I think, a little bit since then. But like, if he would have fought Casimero, man, and actually beat Casimero, he probably would have, you know, improved significantly. But I'm picking Naoya Inoue in this fight. I wouldn't be mad if somebody was picking Donaire though, man, because Donaire could end up landing something on Naoya, and then Naoya just like flips out, you know what I mean? He just gets knocked out, or like his game plan changes all of a sudden. So that could disrupt anything, you know, like any left hook that Donaire tries to throw in that division is still potentially dangerous, man, no matter how old he gets. So yeah, I'm still picking the younger guy to win this fight. Probably by you know what? I'm gonna pick a stoppage in this fight. In probably the 11th round, I'm gonna pick Naoya to stop Donaire. Because last time he did drop Donaire with a body shot. And if Naoya can emphasize on the jabs to the body, and if he's that fighter that everybody says he is, and I kind of think he is, but at the same time, I don't think he is. But if he makes that slight adjustment just to dictate the spacing and step back, you know, work behind the jab to the body, and work a way to break down Donaire, you know what I mean? Tire him out a lot more earlier, then he's going to look a lot more sloppy later on in the fight. Like around the 11th round, that's when he should be able to get him out of there. But that's my prediction for this coming fight between Naoya Inoue versus Nonito Donaire 2, the rematch. That was a great fight, man, like the first time around, and I'm hoping it's another great fight again, man, because we've been getting a lot of good-ass boxing matchups this coming year. So hopefully we get undisputed at 118 pounds, because they are fighting at 118 pounds. And we'll see what happens, you know, where they go from there. That'd be crazy if Donaire wins, man, because you really probably got to consider him very high in the Hall of Fame, you know, if he's able to beat Naoya Inoue at his age right now, you know, because I think he's already approaching 40. So we're about to find out anyway. So appreciate it, y'all. And until then, I'm out. Peace.